it's like this one don't tell.
Yours is heavier now. This one is smaller. So this one is
That's
bigger.
the point.
So that means this one.
People are not going by heavy stuff anymore.
This one is way more expensive than that. This is like just like.
They are not going by heavy stuff on this.
GISTABLE or a GISTABLE, as in table for gist.
You can bring anything to the gist table.
It is just whatever.
My G.
Brotherly.
It's nice seeing you again after so long. I mean, it's been 2019.
You know, the funny thing about this, our creative industry is it's actually so small.
Yeah.
And also so big. Like, this is 2022. And we've not jammed again.
Yeah.
It's 2019.
It's 2019. It's just
mad.
It's just so crazy.
Mad.
And people be wondering, oh, yeah, just 2019. What exactly happened in 2019?
What happened in 2019?
Jesus.
I think you should start from here. What happened in 2019?
Yeah, I think it was Accelerate.
It was the beginning.
That was the beginning. That was the start of the whole world, and I can still remember the very first time we met.
Remind us.
We met online. It was online. I was texting you online. Then I said, I'm based in Kano. I'm like, Kano, what did they find for this? What's the name? Then I remember that day you're actually the first to get to access video.
Bro.
You're a very punctual person. You're the first to get there. Then I came in, and from there we bonded. We didn't even know we were going to be in the same. Yeah,
bro.
For the record, you're in same room.
So if I'm actually going to talk about the beginning, you know, your own is you are already in IB. You are close to Lagos and stuff.
Close to Lagos. Yeah.
And then I was in Kano. I was 7. Then it was time for Accelerate Filmmaker project, and I was going to come to Lagos, right? And then the good part, they said they were going to give us accommodation, which was great. So I came down, and I think the call time was going to be like 7 a.m. or thereabouts.
It was 8.
8.
It was
right?
8. Yeah.
So I shouted that whichever time it was. My brother don't wake me since like 6. Now here you go to Island, though, so I have to leave early and stuff. So I actually got there just to discover that I was the first to get there, and I was just chilling, and then you got there.
Yeah, I was the second person.
Bro, and then the best part is actually, even before then, I think Spotlight started Castigator then.
Oh, yes.
So you saw Castigator, and then you do something in that line too. So it was actually a good way for us to begin conversation to start with, and then these guys also coming to this project. How far now, my guy?
Yeah.
Then both of us got there first and second. And they now paid us for the same room again.
So it was bonding,
bro,
right from the beginning of the whole thing.
And you know the part that stood out for me?
What was the part?
Final day, our short film.
God, forgotten about that horror
film.
That horror film. You know, something about that film is that was where I started knowing you as somebody that is very doing. Because I remember then we had already packed. We said,
bro, let's do something now.
We can't just leave this room like that. Let's do something inside this room, please. This room cannot go to waste. That's why I'm like,
I'm actually very spontaneous.
Yeah,
like I'm this guy that I can say, okay, I'm going to go to a restaurant to go and grab lunch or something, and I'm getting to the restaurant, I'll feel like, what if I shoot a content carrying this chair to this table, and next thing, let's do it. If you ask Jerry K, like, what was 2019 like for both of us? Because, you know, he moved to Lagos before me. We were both in Kano together, right?
Okay, you guys
we served in Kano together, actually.
Oh,
so we actually met.
Friends. I thought you met him in Lagos.
No, we met in Kano before we now came
Jerry
to
K,
Lagos.
you have a fan in case you are watching this.
He definitely be watching this. Right, so if Jerry were talking about 2019 and 2020 for both of us, it's usually how we just wake up one day and the next thing is, let's shoot. That's the word. I will call the one that say, this is your kind impulsive shooting.
It's very crazy. Like...
But I think it was kind of easier for me because I started from shooting events, which were pretty much spontaneous. You cannot tell the groom and bride, wait, then do it again. Bro, if you've missed it, you've missed it. Which is actually helping my documentary journey nowadays because it's like on the spot. Think about it and do what I want to do.
One thing that I want to ask you personally is how Accelerate influenced you as a filmmaker?
I mean, first I would say Accelerate is family, right? Because the whole journey, like I said earlier, began from Accelerate Filmmaker project, where the plan was come from Lagos, from Kano to Lagos, and on getting to Lagos, I remember that I said, if I'm to make it to top 5,
that'll be your
I'm going to move to Lagos.
That'll be your ticket to Lagos. Man.
Bro,
I
And
could
then-
remember that time.
I did tell you, you did there
It's
now.
my ticket. It's so
Say, if this
personal to
thing
me,
clicks
important.
and they come Lagos, right? So, and I was actually lucky to be part of the top 5, and then
My guy. We're still talking about that. We're still talking about that. Like, guy.
and then we shot the short film Black Monday.
Yeah, but which was an amazing short film, by the way. There'll be a link to.
we set J Blaze on fire.
Yeah. Man, shout out to J Blaze.
Right,
man.
J Blaze
Guy.
actually a real G actually.
Shout out
right?
to J Blaze.
So, I mean, I actually met J Blaze because he was a part of the previous year in
previous year,
Accelerate.
yeah.
Then we did Black Monday together,
Monday together.
and then J Blaze and I and Miriam started a
Miriam,
series, car series. I don't know if you
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. The car.
Yeah, so we
funny
just
stuff,
bounced
that was
between both
nice.
of them in a car
Yeah,
and
in a
stuff.
car
And I was living on the mainland, he was on the island, and then we decided that after this, probably we just get to move in together.
Oh, wow.
So that actually helped us do a couple of more projects together, and it was easier because we were together. We can just wake up one day, and it's actually very spontaneous like myself. So you can easily say, okay, Talafa, let's shoot.
Let's shoot something.
We actually jump and we start shooting, right?
Oh, nice.
Then, I mean, when KOB Challenge came out, so it was easier because we were together, and it was during lockdown.
That KOB challenge,
Bro.
his version was, I'm like,
So it actually stood out because the collaboration was, I think it worked for both of us, right? And then, so doing a couple of those, I was getting reposts and the likes from Accelerate. And then, anytime I do something I feel is actually incredible, I get to tag them as well, like
stuff like
you. And then I got a couple of awards in 2019. I think I got like 3 awards or thereabouts. And they actually reposted those ones, which was actually really encouraging to me.
Yes.
And then finally one day, I got a call followed by a mail telling me that I'm going to be shooting my first feature film. And I'm going to be sponsoring it.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
yo.
Beautiful.
So, I mean, we went through the whole process of finalizing stuff, and then we shot the film. When I was still doing this whole thing, I started 9 to 5 as a content creator as well, actually. And then, being on the set, I discovered this is what I want to do. So on that set, I sent a mail to my boss, the company, and I resigned.
You know, I was actually going to come to that because if me as your person, we know you well. I know you for making strong film decisions. Like, how do you do it? I could remember that time when you were going to send this letter to was it Cool FM or
Yeah,
Cool FM
Cool
in
FM,
Kano?
yes.
You legit sent me the letter.
The letter first, yeah.
Like, I'm sending this.
No, that was the same way I built on them in Kano, like
Damn.
when I was going to, because I said when I make top 5, I'm leaving Kano. And then, I got lucky that I got employed in Lagos as well as content creator for Cloud and Cool FM.
But then you left Cloud too.
Yeah.
Like you left BAM. Like I'm like, how do you
No, I
make
actually
those
left.
film?
I actually left Cloud and Cool FM together. Like I sent the same mail to both of them because,
Wow.
I mean, they are both people I was working with, and I just felt, it's like this content thing is what I really want to do, right? And I know if I'm going to delve into this full time, I need to learn more. I need to do this actually because I was getting calls from producers that wanted to work with me, but usually it's like 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. I can't leave my job for those days. I was working with J Blaze and Efe then, where we shot the series Grow Up or Not.
Okay.
Yeah, season 1 and 2 together. That was like 15 days. I was actually lucky. That was the beginning of lockdown, so companies asked their people not to come to work. So it was easier. But after lockdown, now we had to resume office back and stuff. I just said, we move. So,
Movement.
bro. So I did. I directed and produced a Guilt Trip for Accelerate.
Okay.
Which is actually streaming on Accelerate Plus.
Oh,
So go and watch it there.
Nice.
After which, I still got another offer from Accelerate again to work on a couple of other projects they were working on part-time. So working on Guild Trip and those other projects gave me a platform to leverage on. So that way now, what have you done? I can show people what I've done.
Show them that
and it really got better from
Shout out to Accelerate. You guys are doing big things. You're making stars.
Alumni reunion.
Yeah, Accelerate. Alumni reunion. Yeah, you see.
So what was it like for you after Accelerate and everything?
Well, it was amazing, I tell you. Especially, there is a particular class that stood out to me that changed my mindset about film forever. And it was that one we had with Kemi Adetola.
Bro,
8 hours of wisdom.
You know that.
I tell you, till now, that class that we had has really influenced me as a filmmaker. Makes me the way I watch films from that time on changed completely, and it made me better. And from then went on to other bigger projects, directed a couple of things, and then to starting a filmmaking company. Yeah, so
I'm
I
happy
mean,
for you. You have company now. May I have content?
you have you have no idea that look, there are pros and cons to this thing. Me now, sometimes I want to be like you. I want to be able to carry my bag and fly.
And just move.
Like, let me just go and shoot something. But then I can't because I have to do CEO duties and you have to present and you have
Office
people
jobs.
office jobs and stuff. But then at the end of the day, well, it's not that bad. I feel like as the company grows, it gets to a point where you can just carry your bag and say you're flying out and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's been fun all the way. Accelerate is raising.
Raising champions.
It's raising champions, raising stars.
I mean, Accelerate has raised a couple of people who are now renowned in the industry. The likes of Amasamist.
Yeah.
And he's doing very well for
T-Saints,
my guy.
shout out to T-Saints.
T-Saints is actually a huge part of my journey as well,
Yeah.
because I was able to connect with him via Accelerate because he was a part of the first set. We were part of the third set. So it was like senior colleagues, not so to say. J Bliss was a part of Accelerate amidst a couple of other people. So sometimes when I reach out to these people and I get their attention fast, people wonder like, how come you just reach out to this person? Maybe for 10 questions, for example, now. And they just like listen to
I was actually going to ask that, like, how do you get this? How do you connect with these people? So far, this one, man, how?
So the thing with 10 questions is, is unscripted, right? It's just like, okay, this person is available, they are free, I'm free as well, are you ready? Let's do it. Do you understand? And most of them actually, they've already seen a couple of episodes I've shot before then, so they can watch it and see if it's something they want to jump on board or they'll just let it go. And the way 10 questions even started was spontaneous, so to say. We actually started with Korty. Right.
Yeah, Korty was the first.
Yeah, so Korty called myself and Jerry K to help us shoot one of our content. Okay. It was this content. I wonder why youths of nowadays have so much sex.
Yeah.
That was the content. So Korty had she had a guest paired actually, like they were coming to us, right? So then she gave them time. If there's something I respect about Korty so much, it's actually how she strategizes her content and she plans them as well. So she knows that if I'm having the first guest from this time to this time, the second guest should come in around this time. Sure you get. So we had a break between the first set of guests and the second set. That was when I just thought, Korty, I need to shoot something with you. She was like, what do you want to shoot? I was like, what can I do? I just thought, okay, how about ask her questions? And then one of my friends was actually on set as well, Generala. And then I went to meet Generala and I was like, if I want to start asking Korty questions, what do you think I should ask her? Because you know her better than I do. What do you think is going to stand out? So I was able to come up with a few questions together and I was like, okay, Korty, I have questions for you. And it was when she was even asking that she was like, and the show is going to be called, what's the name of this show again? So it was just so spontaneous. And after the first episode dropped, based on the reception and everything, I felt I should make this scene.
It even went viral. There was a part, Japa.
I was talking about my one wish right now is to leave the country, right? So based on how that one went, I was like, okay, I'm usually meeting popular people, right? I can just make it a thing. Like usually now, most of these popular guys I get to meet now, they're already prepared for a shoot, most likely, right? So it's just to tell them how far this might support me because not support.
Yes, I jack them.
Last, bro. So thus far, I've been getting good reception and the show is getting bigger. And now I'm intentionally reaching out to people compared to just waiting for a chance to let us jam each other. So let's talk about your content as well, actually.
Oh, well.
The YouTube journey. Extreme media.
We should actually talk about the YouTube journey, how it all started from your own hand. There is a secret you are not letting people know.
My YouTube channel journey is very easy. I was not ready for YouTube. Dave was a YouTube guy and he was like, bro, see, I've seen your content. I think you should start doing YouTube. And I was like, I'm not sure I want to do YouTube. Long story short, I decided to actually give this a try. And the time I was actually entering YouTube was when Dave was like, I'm not sure I want to do this YouTube thing anymore. So it was dropping when I was picking it up, which I still wonder why. Actually, sometimes I'll reach out to him and I'll be like, bro, how far? Your YouTube channel, waiting happen. So I think I'll ask again now when your people are watching. Waiting happen.
I have to tell you guys the secret. Actually, it wasn't like, I was dropping YouTube or something. But then I signed this deal with it was a contract job. I was on a contract job with a media company then that didn't allow me to have time for my own separate content. And there was this NDA, there was a lot of weird things that was going on. Yeah. So they were the one taking all the time, and I didn't really like it. It made me really feel bad because YouTube has always been something I had passion for. Like I remember that time we were talking about in Accelerate then. Yeah. That when we were in classes, people would be talking about, Ma, please, how can I get my phone to the cinema? Then we entered the room, then I would say, this cinema thing is not about one thing.
I said, make cinema day first.
Cinema should stay one place. How can I put this thing on YouTube and stuff? So YouTube has always been my life because it's a place where you can create your content the way you want it. Nobody will tell you what to do. Like these 10 questions and stuff. Yeah. If you had to be on the plot, they will say like,
it's like you don't like the guests.
The guests.
Yeah, bringing or you ask too many questions.
Can you? Or they will say you're not asking deeper questions enough.
Well, you should be asking them their journey.
You get like. Let's ask them things they don't want to say. Let's set them up.
Controversial issues.
Controversial
like the way Uzo Dima's video went viral. She's talking about I don't know why guys are not asking out, right? Yeah, that actually really went viral and it was good for numbers actually. So I want to ask you a question based on what you delved into after Accelerate, right? What can you say about content creators and contracts? Do you think when someone is offering you, I have a gig for you, I have this job for you, but you have to sign this contract, do you think you should proceed, just read, or stroll to the end, accept, read, or anybody asking to sign a contract is trying to set you up? What do you think?
Well, I feel like you have to be very careful as a content creator when you're dealing with contract. I'm speaking from experience. Thank God I had experienced it and I know what it's like.
First hand.
It's not, we will not say that, it is totally bad. But then you also have to be very careful because most times these contracts are meant to like cage you and box you in. So if you're not careful, if you don't go, you just go and sign something and you don't figure out, at the end of the money, the money is sweet and all, but what happens when you're done spending the money? It now looks like you're slaving away for these particular people. Then you start having depression, you start having burn content, you start running out of content you produce, you start having different kind of things. So to save yourself all this emotional palaver, it's very good for you to like go through it. Take your time. Can I sustain this thing? Is it sustainable?
I'll ask you one more question.
Okay.
Especially when you are downloading apps or trying to fill a form and they say terms and conditions. How many do you read from those terms?
that one is different. No, you can't use that one. That one is app. You know what the app does. You know what you need it for. You just agree and all that. But this one is your life. Your life depends on it. So you have to be very careful.
The daily apps as simple as WhatsApp actually make you agree to stuff. But what matters to us as Nigerians is, hey, this app just come on, what did they do? Now message you, okay, go download that. Next thing, terms and conditions, just
agree. It doesn't matter.
Agree.
I like what you are doing. Yes. Yes. Click yes and everything. So content creators and contract, make sure you read it. Make sure it's something you can keep delivering over time. So make sure it's something that is sustainable.
And you know where run out.
Yes. So, but if you see that it's something, in the long term, I don't think I can keep up.
I will run out
it's
of
better
content.
You don't. And also, most importantly, make sure they give you free hand. Creative liberty. Make sure you have been given creative liberty. Create this thing the way you want to do it so that you can fully express yourself.
Yes.
So that's very important.
Fair. I actually got a contract some times ago, earlier this year, and the contract was actually juicy, right? When I say juicy, like it was a huge contract, but I had to decline it.
Wow.
And the reason being, it was meant to last for 1 year, right? And at that point, they were reaching out to me. I could get them enough content. But looking at the length, the duration of the contract, and how much content I'll create between when I sign and when the contract will expire, so to say now, or more, I'll create so much. I just felt, am I truly ready for this? And one thing with indie filmmakers is sometimes you might feel you're ready, but over time do you think you still have this much creativity, much ideas and stuff? Or more, I just have to let it go. I mean, letting it go was painful, so to say, but like it was a necessary pain. Because if I didn't actually do that, I was going to enter bigger pain. Bigger problem.
I tell you. Actually, that is you made a very better decision. I tell you.
Even if the money is good, if the terms are not okay, they make a deal.
So one thing I also want to ask is that we know when we hear the brand Adetola films, it's synonymous to winning. a winner, bro. Yes, because of recent. Let me tell you a secret. I was talking to Stanley when this AMVCA was it AMVCA short content was name came out, and I saw it, and I saw you were putting in for it. I told Stanley, I said, Adetola, win this thing. Stanley, can you attest to this? I said it. Yes, I said it. So when the news came out, I said it.
I said it. I mean,
I said because apart from even Accelerate itself, I knew you're going to win Accelerate. Now, apart from Accelerate, you had told me 1-2 competition like that you won. You told me you won one, you won another one, then you won Accelerate. Then after that, you even won something at this is he HD? This director, what was the name you went for? Was he a month?
Okay, Creative Lagos. Yeah, Del York Film Academy. I was a scholarship student, by the way.
Yeah, you won this director overall something.
No, we didn't do any.
No, there was something. They posted something. The overall something. Yes, I saw it. I know what I'm talking about. Are you sure about that?
I think I'm sure.
No, you did a project now. After you finished HD, the whole thing, you guys did a short film.
Yeah, but I was not a major part of the project actually.
Oh, okay. But I saw them. They posted something about you on their page.
I created a vlog content about a day in film school. So it wasn't like a competition. It was just a meeting.
Okay, was it? Yeah. But then it's a competition that took you into the scholarship.
Yes.
That's what I'm not talking about.
I mean,
how do you feel when you know that? Do you create this thing knowing that we win? Because it's like I don't know what's going on.
There's a strategy, I mean.
I don't even know. Also,
do you know the funniest part? There are like 3 competitions that are ongoing at the moment. Okay. And the number of videos I get, this video I get from friends asking me to put is actually overwhelming.
Oh wow.
Because most of them actually feel what you're feeling now that this thing Tola go win. But I don't just wake up one day and I'll say this thing, I'm going to win it. I just do it, so to say, right? Yeah. And then one thing I always try to do is to find a creative angle to approach the competition from, right? So most of these competitions I actually try to be strategic, right? When I say strategic now, first I select a winning team. Do you understand? Because I believe so much in collaboration as a content creator. So I usually will check out, okay, who can act this thing or who can deliver on it, and then story-wise, I don't always depend on myself for stories, right? I ask people for story ideas, especially my friends who I trust, who I've met in this game or at a competition or the other. I know I can trust this person's judgment, right? So when they give me these ideas, I now add my own ideas to them. Like the entry video I submitted for Accelerate, for example now, I got the idea for the video when I came to Lagos because I won one of that competition, right? So I was not going back to Kano. I was actually flying, and on board now you can't use your phone. So I just asked the flight attendants if they can give me a pen and a paper. So I used the flight period now to write down this idea, even though it was still skeletal and rough. So I know that the next few days now I'm just trying to get it better, fine-tune it and stuff like that. And then another reason why I think I win a couple of these competitions is because I always try to keep my story simple. But I tell them in a way that will make you understand this guy is driving somewhere. Sure you get. For example now, this last competition you just spoke about now, which I think is going to be my last for now. I went to hang booth actually.
Why? What's going on?
I just feel like okay.
By the way, is the first the first
winner ever.
First.
So let me tell you what I won, and the reason why I felt okay, that might be my last competition. Right, they've not really announced to the public what I won, and I've not announced it on my IG page and everything yet, but I think on this show,
yes, you're getting exclusive.
I want to talk about it, right? So after winning, when I was actually applying for it, they didn't even state what the prize for the winner is going to be, right? But after the competition and stuff, they invited me to their office, and there was like a one-on-one session with them. Took a couple of pictures, and then they said, so as the winner of this competition now, Multi-Choice Talent Factory, which are actually the people that hosted the competition during the AMVCA, they are going to link me up with an industry mentor now as a director, as a young director, right? That's one. Then as well, they're going to give me Dolby headsets. I think they have some collaborations with Dolby, so it's going to be coming directly from Dolby, and I can be sure it's going to be original, right? Maybe all the story. And finally, wait for it.
Drum rolls.
Shock
me, bro.
They are going to be paying for a training for me, right? And then the training is going to be me going to New York Film Academy.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Right, but the thing
Wow.
is, I want this thing to be solid first. When they give me my admission,
admission and
stuff
stuff,
and
that's
everything,
when, yeah,
then
yeah,
we can talk about
wow,
it. But in the
wow.
meantime, I just say, okay, let's not talk about
Let's
it.
talk about it, yeah.
But I mean, going to Delaware Creative Academy and going to New York Film Academy, I think for now, I should let competitions go. I should just leverage on it and get bigger and get better.
Let other people
allow you know the upcoming ones to come and meet us.
come
You
and
know.
meet us, you get.
And then now actually it raises the bar, so to say now, because
Yeah.
now I will feel pressure to want to win the competition.
Yeah.
Right. And if I'm not winning now, it might start declining.
Yeah.
So it's better for you to climb, reach top
and
retire.
Yeah, like make that threshold, just leave it like that. And
Bro, so even if I have
I've
to
done
come
my
back
best.
now, it has to be like a major game changer kind of thing.
Or it's even going to be you that will be organizing the competition.
Right. I'm actually thinking about it. I think I should just do like some giveaway and just throw in some cash.
Right.
Because myself as a person, I leveraged so much on competitions and the
stuff.
likes.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good way to encourage young creators as well to
Yeah,
start
to
something.
start something.
But I want my YouTube to get to 10K first. So on
10K.
reaching 10K, I'm actually hoping I'll probably just put in like, because I'm reaching 10K, I'll drop like 100K.
Okay.
Can you shoot a short film? Shoot something, let's go. So,
and
I mean, the money might be small, but it's going to be a way to encourage someone as well, because that could be a way for them to discover themselves and then try and make this content thing as well. Which, the way we are talking about accelerate now, and we're talking about Adetola films. So it actually started when So pretty much. That has been my journey.
I'm proud of you.
But I mean, I'm doing well, but you're doing well. Just on the look.
Come on, I beg. He's celebrity filmmaker. That's why I call Adetola.
See my laptop.
Celebrity filmmaker.
It just died. Maybe you should wait for it.
Okay.
And wait now. See. Dead. See your laptop. Why you even lift this laptop and my laptop? Do that. It's like this one don't tail.
Yours is heavier now. This one is smaller. So this one is bigger.
That's the point.
So that means this one.
People are not
is
going by heavy stuff anymore.
This one is way more expensive than that. This is like just like.
They are not going by heavy stuff. On this note, I carry my heavy laptop and I'm going home.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming with us, and thanks to Adetola Film for joining us on the GISTABLE. So this is the first episode. We hope you guys enjoy it. Based on the reviews we get on this, we are going to know if we are going to continue this or hold it up. But we know that we are going to continue because we are going to get something amazing from you guys. So thank you guys for keeping in touch with us. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. You know how we do it. Peace out.
Okay, so it's like a normal day, guys are just working.